Hi, I'm Dan Troop, the Job Search Mechanic, here with episode 3 of my Job Search video series. Today I want to talk for a few minutes about developing a focused list of organizations to target in your job search process. You can find the detailed instructions and tools on this specific step in the AdvantEdge Job Search Process in Chapter 5 of my book. A job search is a sales cycle, and you need to approach your search like a sales professional. Your skills and value proposition are the product, and you use sales and marketing strategies to win the search and land the job offer. Now imagine for a moment that you're a sales rep selling widgets. You have a brand new sales territory. Are you going to target every single company in your territory to sell your product? No. That could be hundreds, even thousands of companies, many of which have zero need for your widgets. That's wasted time and energy. Instead, you research your territory first and identify the companies with the greatest potential need for your solution. Those are the ones that you target. The same goes for your job search. It's a vast and complex world you're going to venture into when you begin your search. You got to refine and narrow that search process down. There are potentially thousands of organizations where you could search for job opportunities. But I recommend a micro-targeted approach. You need to develop a focused list of between 30 to 50 organizations. Beyond 50 targets, you're going to get lost in the wilderness. You're not going to be able to see the forest from the trees. If you do not narrow down your list of target organizations, it's virtually impossible to complete the required level of quality research and customization that's necessary to execute a successful job search. I'm talking about an in-depth analysis of target companies, customization of your value proposition and branding assets to align with a specific organizational culture and values, identification of potential network contacts within target organizations to have exploratory meetings, phone and digital outreach along with network maintenance to keep your job search network alive and producing opportunities. You've got to keep all these activities focused. The quantity of targets does not equal quality in terms of your job search process. Now, to develop a micro list of target organizations, you first need to define what are your organizational filters. Imagine that you had a strainer into which you're going to pour hundreds of potential companies. What are your most critical organizational characteristics that are going to filter out all but the most attractive organizations for your job search? For example, company size, startup, SMB, or enterprise. What industry? Is it going to be profit or nonprofit? What about the growth rate, employee growth rate, sales growth rate? Is the organization financially viable? Are they generating cash flow from operations? Do you have availability of potential network contacts, alumni, or former coworkers in this organization? What's the current hiring rate of the organization? Are the job openings accelerating or are they decreasing? And what's the organizational culture like? Is it going to be a place where you want to work? And what are the company ratings? Looking at websites like Glassdoor and Indeed. And then also geographic preference. What part of the country? City, rural? Are you going to work remote? Is there going to be travel involved? This list of filters is unique to you. It's like a fingerprint. But what's important is that you take the time to reflect and develop your specific list of filters. Developing your target organization list is yet another step in building your job search action plan. And as I said, I describe it in detail for you in Chapter 5 of my Job Search Guidebook, Selling You the AdvantEdge Job Search Process. The book's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and directly from my website. And if you haven't already bought it, if you're looking for a resource to walk you step by step through the job search, including the detailed instructions and the tools and exercises and so forth that you need at every step along the way, then I think this book's for you. And if you haven't already, sign up to follow me on LinkedIn, and you'll see at least one of these videos every week in your news feed. I typically post on Tuesdays, but I'll also put the videos up on my YouTube channel, and then they're directly on my website as well, so you can watch them in a sequential fashion. Look for episode 4 to drop next week. And as always, thanks for watching.